As you know, St. Mark's will be having in-person worship for the first time in about 6 months, starting this Saturday night at 5:30 and Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to have you follow me and we'll show you what you can expect when you come to church Saturday evening at 5:30 or Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. You'll get out of your car. I'm at the west parking lot, and you'll see that there are strips in the sidewalk. You'll wait for the person in front of you to go through. Follow me. Again, the safety protocols are what they have been for months over here. You must wear your mask. You must stay 6 feet apart from each other. We assume that you're washing your hands at all times and that you'll follow the directions that we're giving you. So keep coming.
Welcome back, Father Cook.
Well, thank you, Shannon.
I'm going to take your temperature, make sure it's under 100 degrees. Good.
Good to go?
Yes. And then I'm going to sign you in for contact tracing. What is your phone number again?
It's 561-622-0956.
Okay, great.
Thanks, Shannon. Good to see you.
You're welcome. Good to see you, too.
Yeah, you bet. Now we'll come on into church. We're going to ask you to kind of keep moving through. We're not going to stand in the narthex and mingle and chat. We're going to keep coming on in.
Morning, Father Cook.
Well, good morning.
How many are in your party?
There are 2 of us.
All right.
So an usher will take you to a seat.
Get you right here.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. You'll notice where all of the seats that are designated to sit is a "Because We Care" sign. That's kind of our logo, our theme for this time in our life together. So for 2 of us, you'll see that there are 2 seats in this pew. And to keep social distancing safe, on a pew, normal pew, it can be 2 people on one end and 1 person on the other end. So we're asking you to please let the ushers seat you. You may not be able to sit in the seat that you always sit in, but we will do everything we can to keep groups together. So if you come with your family and there are 6 of you or there are 5 of you, there's a seat for you that all 5 or 6 of you will be able to sit together in that one pew. Okay? We got that? That's perfect. The service itself will not refer to the prayer books. There's no hymnody, no singing. And the clergy will do all of the readings and all of the leadership of the liturgy. So you'll participate from your pew, and for these first couple weeks, pretty much by memory. Our guidelines do not allow us to have bulletins or to use the prayer books and the hymnals at this point. So we'll get you through it. You remember it. You've been in church a few times, I know, since then. So we're sitting here. You've heard a spectacular sermon. We've said our prayers with the people, and now it's time for Eucharist. During the Eucharist, here's what we're going to do, and I'm going to walk you through it. Follow me. Say you are sitting in one of these designated seats, right? So it's time for Eucharist, and you will get up from your pew, and you will, again, follow distance as you walk up to receive communion. You'll, again, just like you're at Publix, you'll stay 6 feet behind the person in front of you, and you'll walk up. And sitting on trays here will be bread that has been consecrated during the Eucharistic prayer. The bread will be brought down here to these stations. The priest will stand behind here, and as you come and take a piece of bread for yourself and commune yourself, right? The priest will say, "The body of Christ, the bread of heaven," and you will continue to move on. Notice that there's a paten here that has gluten-free hosts. So those of you who use a gluten-free, it's the same thing. Come to the organ side of the altar to receive gluten-free, just like we do on a Sunday morning. When you've received your Eucharist, you'll follow the arrows, and you'll then return. You'll return down the center aisle, and you'll have to, and you can enter your pew then from the center aisle to go back to your seat. Right? So once church is complete, we're done. You will also be ushered out by pew. So follow me. Those of you who are seated in the back of the church will leave first, so that everyone is walking out the doors going in that direction. And so, the incentive to sit as far back as possible, is there for you. You'll benefit because you'll get out even quicker. But when you leave, we're going to ask you to just leave your pew. There's an offering plate, which is right here. Make sure upon your, entry to church, your exit from church, if you've brought your offering, you can place your offering in the plate and keep coming out. And we're going to ask you to congregate or to talk to each other once you're outside the church, out in the open air. Again, our plea for you and the commitment that our vestry has made in these guidelines are that we follow them. And so I'm asking you to please cooperate with what we're requesting. And if you're uncomfortable wearing a mask, or you're not interested in wearing a mask, or you're not going to sit there for 45 minutes with a mask on, then I suggest you stay home and keep praying on live stream at 10 o'clock. So come with a worshipful attitude. Come with gratitude that, we can even be back together in person. Come prepared to feel a bit uncomfortable because it's going to be kind of sterile. Come appreciating that we are trying to do the best we can to serve you faithfully, to keep you healthy, to keep the children in the school healthy, and to ensure that we can continue to build on this experience of returning. So, let's work together. Let's be the body of Christ at its best here at St. Mark's. And it'll be so great to see you all behind the masks. See you Sunday on live stream.
Uh-oh, you're evaluating my work.
I am.
Are you subscribed?
I will, with the red button.
And give us a thumbs up.
I'm a fan, of course.